Hold up. HOA, you didn't just scroll into another boring live stream, did you? Because this right here, this is where the fun gets dangerously funny. We play games where your friends get exposed, your family gets nervous, one spin, one question, and boom, your reputation is on life support. This is where legends are made and screenshots are taken forever. Think you're honest? Think you're bold? So grab your friends, grab your snacks, and get comfortable turning. Because once this stream starts, you're not leaving, you're playing.
Hello, folks. Sorry about that. I hit the wrong button. Well, Sunday night again. Is everybody ready for the Grumpy Giggles Couch live show on Sundays? I sure hope so. Sorry about the delay. We were having a lot of technical difficulties. It would not be a show without all that. Hopefully things go smooth. We're still going to try to run for a full 2 hours tonight if you stay with us. We've got some fun games going on. Boss Man has brought up some good truth or dare, basically, games. We'd love for the audience in the comment section to play along as well, if you're able to join us. So prepare yourselves. We're going to have some fun. I've got, let's see, I've got one, two, three. I got three people that's usually here every Sunday, unless one is not able to join us because of his career, which he's a driver just like I am. And then we have a new guest, which is Beast Mode. So we're going to bring on Beast Mode first so he can introduce himself. I don't know whether he'll want to show his face or not, but if he does, that's fine. If he doesn't, hey, I'm glad to have him as a guest. So without further ado, let's bring on Beast Mode and let's see what he likes to do.
Thank you for having me.
Hey, Beast Mode, how are you?
I'm doing great, buddy. How you doing?
Doing just peachy, I guess, tonight. I mean, other than my liver doing its normal thing, causing me problems. Unfortunately, it is what it is. I will say, folks, I hadn't really eaten anything in almost 2 weeks because it kept, every time I'd eat or even drink anything, it balloons me up. So finally, I said, to heck with this, and I just said a prayer. And I started out small. I ate me a little bit of Jello on Thursday night. Of course, it didn't go well. I mean, I kept it down, but it was a little hard. And then Friday morning, I did the same. I ate a little bit more and with the Jello, and it did the same thing, stayed down. But of course, I've had to take my nauseous medicine to help keep that going on any food I eat. But I'm trying. Anyhow, well, hello, DeGrumpy. Goodbye, Dakota Grumpy. But anyhow, I just kind of want to give a quick briefing on that because, as everybody knows that watches my channel on TikTok and here, and of course Facebook. Well, Facebook I haven't said so much, but TikTok and on here I have. Basically, my health has been declining due to liver issues. There's nothing I can really do about it other than have probably a full liver transplant, and that list is phenomenal. I've been told that it's a minimum of 2 years, and that doesn't guarantee anything because my liver is shrinking up like a prune, and that's what's causing me to have all the problems that I have, which is what they call varices in the esophagus, which what happens is the veins back up with pressure on blood because it can't feed the liver properly, and they explode, and then it starts leaking down into my stomach and causes severe illness that can cause unaliveness. So other than that, I've been trying to make it. So while I'm here, folks, enjoy the Grumpy. And if I go dark or anything, it's not because I don't love my audience, my followers and subscribers. It's just because my health is degraded to where I won't be able to perform on here anymore. So anybody that wants to be able to see some of my videos are more than welcome to come back and view them here on YouTube at any time because they'll be up And then some are on Facebook still. Of course, I've got them on TikTok as well. But most of my videos that have my face in it will be over here on YouTube, and they're there for everybody to watch at any time. All right, enough about me. I mean, I'm the host. Hell, let me talk to Beast Mode here. I'm sorry, Beast Mode.
Yeah,
All
you
right,
are
so Beast
fine,
Mode.
man. Yes, sir.
You're one of my good friends and followers over on the TikTok, and I just want to kind of introduce you. I know that you're going to be basically a type of scare slash clown type deal, but you're not really a clown. You're just kind of a scare actor, but you don't do haunts yet.
Yeah, not yet. I used to. I actually done haunts for 12 years. Of course, a good friend of both of ours, Mr. Thurston FX, he will be doing my mask.
Good
Uh,
deal.
we'll have like a clown makeup to it, but it's gonna be more of like a man beast. It's not gonna have the big fluffy hair. It's gonna have the widow's peak that comes down straight. You know, pretty much saying, hey, I'm here. I protect my family, my friends, and all that are close. You get one, you get two personas. It's almost like a Jackal and Hyde type of deal, and that's what the content that I go with is. You know, and it's going to be awesome coming up. It really is.
Well, so what kind of content do you do on TikTok, and do you have a YouTube with content on it, or are you just starting out, or what?
I'm literally just starting out with all this YouTube stuff. TikTok, I ain't even been with it for a whole year. I'm probably going to say a couple more months. I've been with TikTok for a year under beast mode. Uh, Gained a lot of great friends over there. A lot of people. Grumpy, you're one of them.
Right.
A lot of great people over there. It really is. I mean, I got my outside family, but I also have my TikTok family as I look at it. Also, you
Thank you,
know.
Nicole.
Um, but as far as the content goes, if you go over to TikTok, you can actually look me up. It's actually Beast Mode. It's in a special font, but you can always look it up. You can actually look at Mr. Grumpy and actually see where I'm at. Looking at some of those posts and stuff that I post, and that's pretty much what I do. I try to put a little bit of motivation and inspiration in every little post that I do.
Great. That's wonderful.
Motivate, help inspire people. It's like nobody's ever walked the full 9 miles in my shoe, just like I haven't walked in nobody else's shoe. So my content is pretty much telling this is my life story. This is where I was, and this is what I became. If I can do it, I know anybody can do it. A little bit of
That's right.
motivation, a little bit of inspiration, with some love behind you, anything's possible.
Okay, this here's for you, Beast Mode from Catherine.
Okay.
She says, "So Beast Mode, I'm Catherine from Alexandria, Virginia. I love to join Grumpy Giggles for some fun, and I like to welcome new guests in chat rooms with respect and kindness." Well, thank you.
Yeah. Well, thank you a lot, Catherine. That's one thing you will get with me. Um, if you ever want, like, if you got a YouTube or whatever, if you want me to come check you out, I will. You can even, Mr. Grumpy here can confirm, I'm very respectful in the boxes and stuff. I like to laugh, joke, have a good time, and cut up. I mean, that's just what it's all about. That's what family does.
That's right. That's right.
We're here to grow together, not, the way my granddaddy used to put it, with any, like if you're doing a garden, let's say you're doing a garden, you keep it well
Yeah.
maintained, that garden's it's gonna do everything it's got to on its own.
Hey, Sebastian, welcome in over there, TikTok.
And the first time that you let that garden go, it's gonna be overgrown with weeds and stuff like that.
That's right.
You know,
You're absolutely right.
and that's how I pretty much live my life. I like to try to keep it weeded out and
Hey,
let the garden
Jody.
keep growing. Because who
Oops.
wants a
But
rotten tomato in their garden? I want a big, red, juicy tomato in my garden.
That makes sense because I mean everybody wants you shoot for the best and the highest as you can go. Always,
Exactly.
always shoot for the stars, basically, and try and try and
Exactly.
try again until you succeed.
Exactly. And Grumpy, this right here might be something that I don't know because I used to truck drive also.
Hey,
I
Pop
truck
Rocks,
drove for,
welcome in.
I truck drove for 3 years, and you know my my granddaddy is something also he taught me. When you're in a vehicle, you have a rear view mirror.
Yep,
There's a reason that rear view mirror is so small. It's to look back every once in a while. It never hurts to look back just to see where you was.
exactly.
But you always want to look out that windshield because that's where the bigger picture in the future's at.
Right.
Always move forward.
Yep, you're exactly right. And it's just like us truck drivers, we technically don't have a rear view mirror other than our mirrors on the sides.
On the side and
But
on the hood, that's all
they
we
always
got.
tell us, they always tell us when you're going through school, keep your eyes forward, look at your mirrors, see what's on the sides of you, keep caution on your sides, but don't worry about what's behind you because what's
Exactly.
behind you, you can't control.
Exactly.
So
Keep your head moving. Keep looking for all your dangers and just keep going forward. Just be cautious
there
with
you
it.
go. All right. Well, Beast Mode, anybody that's over on the TikTok, if you're not following him, check his content out. If you like his content, please give him a follow. And I'm sure would appreciate it. Because, like I said,
I
I've
really would, and
been
I'll
friends
follow
with him
you
for a little
back.
while. Yep. And that would be awesome. Thank you, Bossman, for the populars. Appreciate that. But let's see. Let's bring on some more guests here now that we've got you introduced and people kind of know you so we can be able to start our games tonight. So, without further ado, we'll bring up Milky. Uh-oh, Milky. Can you hear us?
Yes,
Okay.
yes. You think
You're kind yeah, you're kind of scratchy.
now?
That's a little better, maybe.
Okay.
Okay. We'll work with you because it sounds like your audio is coming from your phone again for some reason.
No, you're in the headphones.
Okay.
I'll find the other ones. Hold on. Go ahead.
No, okay.
Go ahead.
All right. Why do we have two DeGrumpies? You okay?
Only me.
Topsy turvy there, trying to grab stuff.
There. Better?
All right. There you go. That works. Yes. All
All
right.
right.
Let's see. Let me get a few people over to chat real quick.
Hi,
Milky, welcome
people.
aboard again, once again for this weekend.
Thank
Pop
you.
Rock says, "What's up?" Pop Rock says, "Pop Rocks."
Hello,
Basil
Papa.
says, "I believe that too, Beast Mode."
Yeah. Pop Rock is a
And
really good friend of
Pop
mine
Rock
too.
says, "I'd like to try to join next time if that's okay. I just don't know how on this app. It's pretty simple, but the problem is, I told you, the only way I can send you an invite, brother, there's only really two ways. And one way you said you don't have. The other way would be I'd have to give out my personal phone number. I like you, I know you, but I don't know you that well yet. So I don't normally just share my phone number out with people. So the only other way would be is if Beast Mode has you on Ghost app and they could share the link to you through that way if you have that. That's the only way that would work. So we'll work out this kink. We'll figure this out. But we'd love to have you as a guest. Gotcha.
Definitely.
And Pop Rocks, I know him on the
Fruit
side
juice
of
of some
it.
sort.
Yeah.
I think I know Pop Rock.
I know Pop Rocks on outside the app very
Okay.
well. I usually try to talk to him on the daily. I want to give a shout out if that's okay, Grumpy. I mean, this
Yeah,
is
that's
a
fine.
26-year-old man who takes care of his family at 26 years old. Food on the table, works a job, takes care of his boys and his wife and his house. You know, Pop Rocks, I know you can hear me, brother. I love you, brother. I really do. I love you just as much as I love Grumpy right here. You have family, loyalty, and everything, just like Grumpy has. I mean, you love everybody.
Yep. All right. Well, those of you that are over on TikTok, there's a little thing that is called the shopping cart, I guess, or the shopping deal for TikTok store. Give it a look at, see what you think. I don't know much about it, but this is part of why I go live through this app and stream this way. This is part of how I'm able to. I would love for you all to take a gander at it and see what you can find in there. If there's something you like,
Beast Mode,
feel
what
free
state
to
are you
order
in?
it. That'd be wonderful. But I don't know much about it. So, with that being
I can
said,
tell you about it. I can tell you about it, Grumpy. If you have any
okay.
questions, DM me. Beast Mode, what state are you in?
Right now, I wish I was in a warmer state because we've been having flurries down here in Tennessee. Unusual. Yeah, but I'm
Right.
we're in Tennessee. I mean, I've lived in other states, but it ain't nothing like home in Tennessee.
Yeah, my dad's not too far from you, Asheville, North Carolina.
Yeah.
He's very close, close to the border of Tennessee and Carolina. I live in New York City, and it's snowing like crazy.
Yeah, they said that they were supposed to have blizzard warnings or something up there.
Yeah, you could hear my phones go off earlier. Both of my phones just started screaming. Right, Grumpy? The warnings. Pretty
And
white
just
out here.
my wife Pyra, she's in a cleaning mood right now. So if y'all hear a little bit of cleaning stuff, that's what she's doing. Pyra's over here cleaning around.
Nothing wrong with that.
She has her good days and her bad days, and when she has her good days, I'll let her do her thing. So,
if you get too noisy, we got a mute button.
Oh yeah.
I heard that. Well, OG or DA or whatever the hell you want to call yourself this week. Are you ready to come aboard? Come on up.
Hi, Pyra. You can hear me?
So
What's up, y'all?
everybody knows OG here. He's been
I don't
with
think
me for a
anybody
while.
knows me.
Who?
Yeah, sure they don't.
What? Who? OG? Oh,
But,
what?
OG's been with me for a while, and he's also a good friend. He discovered me on the TikTok, and we started talking, and we got to know each other, and became good friends afterwards. So now he's with me here, and he's a mod on my TikTok, and he's an admin over here on my show through the stream. And glad to have you aboard. So
Yeah, that was my
quickly,
bad earlier. I kind of had a little issues with my camera,
I gotcha.
and
Well,
then all of a
just
sudden,
give a
next thing I
quick
know,
briefing again to those that are joining us that haven't ever seen you. Basically, what you do and stuff on TikTok or even on YouTube if you do anything on YouTube. I was talking to you, OG.
oh, I'm sorry, I was pulling a U.
Oh, sure. Blame me. Sure, why not?
That was a good one, OG.
What'd you say, Grumpy?
I said, sure, blame me. I said, give your quick briefing about yourself on what you do on TikTok and over here at YouTube if you do anything on YouTube.
Oh, I just do a little bit of streaming on TikTok. Hey, boss man. Pretty much I just live the life that as easy as possible and without any drama, and when possible, annoy Grumpy Giggles,
Right.
aka the donut.
Yeah, I seen that where you sent him like over 200 donuts that one day. He had to take him a 10-minute break.
It was literally I sent a little over 100 donuts. Another person sent like 80 or 90 donuts, and then another person sent like 50.
Gee, poor
Yeah.
Grumpy.
I know. Poor Grumpy's right.
And I really miss him doing the donuts, but his health.
But hey,
But
you
it's
gotta
how-
know
But
that.
my health
comes
won't let me
first.
do it anymore.
Yeah. If he does, if he, I'll do his donuts if that ever comes up. I volunteer.
Well, in that case,
Oh boy.
You spoke too
But I'm
soon.
gonna do them just like him. I mean, I'm gonna do it your
spoke it.
style.
You spoke it too soon now.
Well, if I ever do step in for your donuts, I'm doing them like you do them, with the knees and everything.
Ah.
which you just got one, Milky.
Yep, he just sent one over at TikTok. Sure did. And so did Trucking City. I don't know how you're gonna do this one. You can use your walker.
Let me put some
Stand there
music
with your
on.
walker.
No, I can stand,
No,
for a minute.
No,
You can't do
don't put no
on
music
here.
on. Yeah,
Okay.
you won't allow it.
Oh,
You'll
right,
have to
that's
scrub
right.
it out. We'll just go with it. Just do your Christmas dance. You gotta do 2 of them.
All right. Dang it. There we go.
Be careful.
I know. I'm not overly
Do the
comfortable.
best you can, Kate.
No, I'm good. All right, let me get the knees in. 1, 2, and then I can't put my hands out like that because I'll fall over. And the other way. And
That's one.
smack your ass and thumbs up. That's one, right?
Yeah, that's one.
1, 4, and 1, 2, 3,
Grumpy, I think she does them better than you do.
5,
I'm kind of wondering about that.
6. There's 2.
Thank you, Kate.
Oh,
Appreciate
Jesus.
it so much.
Sorry, I just had on my
Thank
cat.
you all for throwing the donuts over on TikTok.
Thank you, guys.
Appreciate that.
So, Kate, are
Yes.
you ready for 100 donuts?
If I have to, I have to. I will take the payment, and whatever I get in donuts, I'll splitting it with Grumpy.
You just got another donut.
Where'd that come from? Wait a minute. Who's
Pop Rock.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, whatever I make in donuts, Grumpy, half of it's yours.
I'll even do them too.
Okay. And my cat's looking at me like, what the fuck is she doing?
And we can even let chat decide who does them too.
All righty.
You don't see me, Catherine.
You don't see me, Catherine. Ha ha.
Well, yeah.
See?
Thank you, guys.
All right, I'm back, Goofy. Sorry, I had to take care of something real quick, buddy.
All right. Okay, you're fine.
Life happens.
All right. Well, let's. How about we get this show started?
We're missing someone.
Our truth. I know.
Yeah.
We're going to bring him in because that's why I'm talking about him right now. So, without further ado, the man with the plan tonight with the questions, truth or dare type questions. Boss man, come on aboard.
Greetings, truck lovers and all the clowns and all the guests too. Yeah. Love the donut shop. Entertainment. LOL. Anyway. Got me feeling bad there, Milky.
I think she's done pretty good for somebody that just got out of surgery just this last weekend.
Yeah, I would do it more gracefully, but yeah, I just got out of surgery.
Yeah. I said that second donut and I was like, uh-oh. Don't know what I just did, but whatever it was. It was worth it. You need the exercise, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And half of those donuts will go to Grumpy.
There you go.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Any donuts I get from now to eternity, half go to you.
There you go, right?
Uh-oh. Be right back, folks. My dogs are wanting out.
Uh-oh.
Your dog or your doctor wants out. Sounds like you said his doctor wants out.
Already.
Actually, Mrs. Grumpy got me this for Christmas.
I think Miss Grumpy needs to come with the frying pan, the skillet.
Tell Mrs. Grumpy she is Kiara. I'm trying to hide my alfalfa here.
No, she's in the comments in TikTok.
Oh, okay. Hi,
Actually,
Miss
she's
Grumpy.
not. I'm actually using her phone so I can view TikTok.
Oh, okay.
But
Oh.
she's in here right now.
Well, I don't know how you did the show then, but all right, that's fine. Whatever.
It's streaming from the platforms over to TikTok, and I my
You're global, baby. You're global, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. I keep crashing.
Hey, it happens to the best of us.
Yes, it does.
I know it's
throw away the one in the basement down there.
Yeah, for some reason it won't let me.
You need to ditch the squirrels and give the acorns over to Grumpy.
I mean, technically, we could just put them on the frosting or on the peanut butter.
Right?
Peanut butter. Acorns and peanut butter now?
Yep.
Okay, that makes sense.
Acorn butter.
Acorn butter.
No, you got to do it right, OG. It's acorn butter.
It's acorn. Acorn.
Yes.
Acorn button and butter, or acre butter. Acre butter. Or...
It's like peanut butter, acorn? But it's without the peanut. It's with acorn.
It's corn.
So it's acorn butter.
Right.
No, it's acorn.
Acorn.
It's acorn
butter.
It's just like some places call soda, and some places call soda pop.
Well, then the pop people are just insane. They've had too much fun.
The wife is behind me saying, "Oh, hell with it. Just call it nut butter."
Nut butter.
I was waiting for that. I was waiting for that.
Tell your wife she's a smart cookie.
That is hilarious.
Say what?
Your wife is a smart cookie.
She definitely is that. And she cooks good too.
I'm saying she's a smart cookie. What do you want me to do?
That's it.
I'm not retracting it or redacting it.
Welcome in over there to the other platform on TikTok. Those of you that are joining us on TikTok.
Where is there it is.
D Sweets and Chopper, it looks like. Welcome in.
Chopper. Yeah, I know who Chopper is.
No, you didn't. You didn't see a double OG.
But Sweets wasn't able to get to work where she could join us tonight over here. She tried.
Yeah.
I don't know. StreamYard's being a pain in the rear with people joining for some reason.
We're masochists.
I think it's my whole system because it's been crashing on games too.
What is it, Donut Man? That's awesome.
All right, well, boss man, how about this? Let's get this wonderful show going with some questions so we can try to run as long as we possibly can. I usually try to run about a 2-hour show as long as we have guests and stuff. And we have people in the comments. So
Well, pizza.
put yourself, go ahead and put, yeah, I was gonna say, go ahead and put yourself in the big screen there, boss man. I'm going to take a.
You're fading out, Pa.
Yeah, his audio. His audio's going to.
I'm always fading out. So what's new?
But don't you go anywhere, Grumpy, because
Yeah.
this is your show, brother.
Yeah,
I'm not
dude.
going anywhere. I'm going to be. I'm going to be here.
All right,
Don't put the voice on, man.
then. Yeah, right.
Don't get sassy with us.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway, so tonight I figured I'd bring up some truth or dare style questions that basically run around like emergency preparedness, kind of that whole era back in the 50s when, it was that Cold War style thing.
Mhm.
So, everybody was thinking about the worst, preparing for the worst, hoping for the best, and thinking about life if you had to make sacrifices. So that's what these questions are tonight.
Do we
They're
have bunkers?
around sacrifice and the betterment of humanity. So
One question: do we have bunkers and toilet paper?
I don't think the questions have anything to do with bunkers and toilet paper, but
I just need to know for my own mind.
if you got to use a newspaper, I mean, hell, it's something.
Okay, that's fine. As long as there's a bunker there.
It's better than using poison ivy or oak.
Right?
Oh my!
I've
Most
used it before.
Most people on these platforms don't even know what a bunker is. So,
I do.
That's not my fault.
Yeah.
I love history and I love buildings and I
Well,
love
that's where it's 2 beds into 1, right?
bunk beds, dude.
Well, I'm going to ask the question, and I'm going to ask that the people watching put in the comment their answer. I'll give about 10 or 15 seconds. You guys can put in your answers, and we'll see if we can't get to know each other and see how these questions go. Your comment a minute ago, G, actually kind of steered into the first question. Would you give up personal comfort if it meant your community stayed safe? Now think about that. In the worst of times, if you're huddling together trying to stay safe in a natural disaster, would you give up personal comfort if it meant your community stayed safe? Let us know what you think. Put it in the comments. What was that there? Oh, I thought you said something.
D Sweet says yes.
D Sweet.
TikTok.
Uh-huh.
Hi, D Sweet.
I just used dude wipes, talking about what Milky was talking about a minute ago.
I won't leave the house without baby wipes. I refuse.
Yeah.
I have stock of baby wipes. That's for damn sure.
No giving up my personal comfort would mean I can't stay safe, which means my community can't. Well,
wow.
That brings up an interesting point. I mean, to what degree does that actually become a problem? I mean, if you are a leader in the community, I could see the sense in that statement.
Or a doctor.
Somebody who has, skills that would help in that situation, I would then agree with him. But if you're just an average person,
then you're just a craven person.
Well, the question I'm going to go with is, at what point does that become necessary versus greed? What do you think?
Versus what?
At what point that young man in the comments, and I butcher names, so forgive me. At what point
we can just call him Pop Rocks?
Yeah.
Call him Pop Rocks.
Does what he's saying become necessity versus greed?
Grief or greed?
Greed. Greed. Greed.
Oh, no. It's going to come from greed way before necessity. Because watch. You do a couple, right? And you'll probably get women and children as many as you can for the first couple, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then after that, if there's still more women and children, the guys, especially the white men, are gonna get super restless. They're gonna go in. We have to guard the women, so we need to stay here,
Right.
and it just goes on from there.
And plus,
It's like feeding a stray. Put it that way.
He goes on. Well, he goes on to add to it. When I have my rights taken from me, that's when it becomes that. I don't have any greed. I'll protect my family and neighbors. I don't. Yeah, about the rest of the issue. Well, I guess that makes sense, and I understand where you're coming from, But when you think about the different circumstances you could be in, it's actually interesting to think about the scruples of the issue. In fact, the answer given, just so that you know, historically, societies that embraced shared sacrifice, rationing, volunteering, civil defense, were more resilient during crises. So the idea of what you're talking about, I kind of get, but a lot of times you might not have the ability to worry about whether your rights are being infringed on, or this conversation would kind of be depending on the circumstances. I mean, nuclear fallout.
Right,
yeah,
or 9/11 or something.
Yeah, nuclear fallout or situations like that. Personal comforts are really something you don't really think about. You're more interested in survival than you are in personal comforts. So
yeah,
and
more worried about getting bandages and as much antibiotics as you possibly can before a comforter and a bed.
And a true
yeah,
leader.
The wife says that's why you think ahead too, and a lot of people don't. So,
and a true leader would order somebody that they wouldn't do themselves.
Absolutely.
Thank you. Good point. Good point.
But also on the plane, when you're on an airplane and they say put your oxygen mask on before you help your child or partner or whatever.
Yep.
That you have to be able to breathe and be functional to help others. So
I agree with that. I agree with that.
If you can't function yourself, then you shouldn't be a leader. That's for sure.
Yep. All right. This is a dare style question. Name one convenience you'd surrender tomorrow if it genuinely improved long-term safety. OG, yes. What would you do? Name one convenience you'd surrender tomorrow if it genuinely improved long-term safety.
I'm sorry, it kind of broke up on my end.
Name one convenience you'd surrender tomorrow if it genuinely meant improving long-term safety.
That's actually a good one because I can think of about a handful of them right now.
You only need one, dude.
Hey, quit putting me in the big box.
Hey, it's your question.
Honestly, for that I would give up to protect the rest would be I would actually give up my freedom so that the others can have freedom.
That's a heck of a sacrifice.
I mean, you got to do what you got to do to protect the others.
Yep.
Especially if you're trying to be a leader.
Sweet cakes. That's interesting.
OG, and I would have to agree with you because I'm the same way.
You're getting compliments.
OG, that was very well said. You're absolutely right.
I am not. Get me out of here.
I mean, there are two things you need to remember. Okay.
I was going to say, Milky, what's your thoughts? What would you give up?
For this country, my life and a heartbeat.
Well, no. What would you surrender tomorrow if it generally improved long-term safety?
For the rest of the country, my life.
Well, in general, it doesn't necessarily, don't go all OG on me here. I mean,
I already don't have a TV, so it couldn't be that. I guess something that would be meaningful to give up would be like my record player.
Wow.
I don't know. I mean, I give up I don't even drink tap water. I give up bottled water.
Yeah, we need that to survive. So that's kind of a hard thing to do. So I don't know.
I'll drink the water in the mirror in the park.
Hopefully that's a lot. Hopefully that's a shared resource. So let's not go that way. Let's not go that direction. What about you, Beast Mode? What do you think?
Well, with me, I would definitely agree with OG down there because I would definitely do something like that in a heartbeat. I've almost done it quite a few times and offered quite a few times. But as far as something that was comfort and things like that, I know it don't mean much, but I would definitely surrender up my automobile.
Mm-hmm.
I really would. If it would help in any way, I would.
It would too.
I walked before I had one, and guess what? I don't mind walking again. Fred and never let me down.
I almost feel bad giving these comments daylight. I wouldn't give up a paperclip for this country.
I don't care what your political standing is, and no matter what, this is our country, man. And it is.
I'm kind of sharing screens right now because I've got the show in front of me, but I've also got TikTok down here on another device. I'm trying to monitor both just to see how things fly. So if I'm looking down from time to time, forgive me.
Boss man, just so you know, I'm watching both.
Oh, I kind of figured you were, yeah.
Well, can you see me say hi, TikTok?
And I'm doing it so, boss man. I'm watching both.
Yep. All right. Next one. Here's a scruples question. Is sacrifice meaningful if no one knows you made it?
Let me answer this. Please
go ahead, Milton.
Okay, that just goes right in selflessness, right? Like more selfishness. Selflessness is a concept that it doesn't really work because I could give $1 billion right now. I mean, I can't, but if I could give $1 billion right now anonymously to like help all the kids in the world, you'd think that was like so wonderful, right? Because I did it anonymously, and I don't want to, I'm getting nothing for it. Bull. You know what I'm getting for it? The satisfaction it's going to give me to know I did it. That's selfish. You're still doing it for a selfish reason, no matter what anybody says ever. Selflessness is just a misconstrued concept. There's no way. Anytime you do anything for anybody else, no matter how much it helps them and inconveniences you, you still get a rush from it. There's in some way, in some form. Because when you go to bed that night, you're thinking to yourself, "Man, I can't believe I'm sleeping out here under the stars, and I just gave up my house to that family."
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
And you're like, that's a wonderful thing to do. And it is a wonderful thing to do, and I'm not arguing that at all. But what I am saying,
so that question you can kind of tie in with the story of the unknown soldier.
How so? Explain.
So it only makes sense in my head, but I can't pop it out. How do I word this?
Well, the only reason I asked the question is because the theory of the tomb of the unknown soldier is just that we don't know who he is.
Right.
Yet every single person that fought and died for this country
was the unknown soldier.
Gave up their last breath for a cause that to this day they will never physically be rewarded for.
Nope.
So the concept we're talking about of whether sacrifice is meaningful if no one knows you've made it. Think about all the bodies at Arlington. Think about all the soldiers all over the world that we do not know gave that last effort and breath of devotion. We don't know about it. Does that mean it means less, or does it mean more?
I think it means
that's what that question drives to. So yeah, you bring up the term about the unknown soldier, but the thought and the premise behind it runs so deep. I mean,
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But it's the concept of nobody knows the true name.
Yeah.
And in my eyes, even if you don't know the name or what they done, means a whole lot more to me. Coming with people who I got
if you
family
want
in the
to,
military, you know, and to
and
me that means a whole lot more to me that somebody that nobody knows the name for sacrificed their life to me, and they don't even know who I am from a hill of beans. You know, to me that means more to me than somebody handing me like 4 or 5 pure gold bars.
Absolutely. And think about all the. So that's why we have Veterans Day and Memorial Day. I mean, they're. That's why the Doors wrote the song "Unknown Soldier." It, there are so many, and there are so many skirmishes and police actions and military actions that happen that we never even know about.
Right.
Those are the real unknown soldiers.
Yeah.
Right now, there are people fighting, American men, but women, and now women on the front line, fighting for this country, and maybe not coming home, and you don't even know they're there.
Yeah. We got somebody else that's got a thought for the audience.
Pop rocks.
No.
When you do something like sacrifice or help a person out, it's supposed to be in secret. It's not supposed to be known. Because not to be, I don't know if anyone's religious or not, but it's not supposed to be known. Only God is supposed to know about it. We're not supposed to know about it. That's why it's called sacrifice.
Amen. So true. So true. Goes to the point on screen too. Said they don't know the true name, but they do know who he is. Well, yeah, in theory.
I mean, I believe in karma, so.
Yeah, well, every I'm sure every soldier is listed on a list somewhere. But
you hope.
How many awards are given out posthumously? I mean, more to the point, right? They're posthumous awards because we don't know about at the time. So
what about all those soldiers that were children, basically, and they died fighting for the country they love, but they were the enemy. They were the terrorists.
Yeah.
Or to them, we were the enemy. We were the terrorists. So what about all those unknown soldiers?
Guy knows his history. Salute. Hats off to you, my friend. And to be more honest, he wasn't even one guy. He was selected in 1921 from an unidentified body in France. There are 4 of them. Man knows his stuff.
I can't read it. Can somebody raise me?
Yeah, it's kind of small print, but I can't change that. He's talking about the unknown soldier, and he's talking about the fact that he was selected out of a group of 4 in the 1921 during the year 1921. So, yeah, he knows his stuff. So, anyway, have modern next. I'm going to move on to the next question. Not that I don't want to bore the audience with just one topic the entire show. Have modern societies become too comfortable to endure hardship for the greater good? Are we too soft? What do you guys think? Beastmo, what do you think? You think we're too soft?
I do believe that the country has gotten soft over the years, and I'll put that on everything. From the time the generation that I grew up in to what it is now.
Country. I said society, dude. This ain't political.
No, I'm just saying society itself has.
Hey.
The different generations, you stop and think about it. They have the society today has gotten softer, and it might hurt some feelings or stuff, but when I was growing up in the society I didn't have a safe spot. My safe spot was you're grounded, get in the corner or go get you a switch. That was my safe spot. You know, I seriously do.
While they're adding comments to your show there, Grumpy, what's your thought? Do you think society has become too comfortable to endure hardship for the greater good?
Somewhat, yes. It's gotten a lot softer.
Mhm.
It really has.
Need to put a little bit more humor in that answer, my friend.
It's got a lot more softer.
Yeah, all
That's
right.
what she said.
I can't.
Like my butter in my butter churn.
Yeah.
Ah, sugar sack.
Yeah. Comfort in hardship has caused a huge resilience.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Oh,
Right
okay.
now, there are people who are taking 2 big buckets, like this size, no, 2 gallon, 5 gallon buckets, whatever, walking 2 miles each way on a dirt path, not a road, a path, barefoot, filling those 2 buckets of water, and with that water, they got to walk back 2 hours. That water has to be used to be clean, to clean stuff, to clean themselves, to eat, and to drink.
I was just going to say, what did the 1930s teach us? Good Lord.
So,
Yeah.
are we soft? We live in this Western bubble that is
Yeah.
so comfy because it's made out of memory foam.
Uh-huh.
If you stripped everybody, do we really need all these electronics in all reality? In true reality, no.
Uh-huh.
They would be lost without GPS. That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
You don't know
Nowhere in
what
America is
you
that
can't tell
happening.
time by the sun
Yeah.
or the moon.
What do you think, OG?
You know, back in my day, we
Shut
had
up,
to we had to walk in waist high snow 10 miles to school and back, you
without
know, and
shoes. Without shoes. We didn't have shoes.
Back in my day, I walked to school uphill both ways
Both ways. Without
in
shoes.
6 feet of damn snow, and
we
I loved it. That was my old man.
we definitely have gotten softer because now we have, you know, DoorDash, you know, Eat Streets, people bringing stuff to us instead of us getting off our rears and
Getting it.
Right?
getting them.
Or even making it. And what about like the militaries? Like it's like video games now. You don't even have to go overseas half the time because you can just do it from your computer. Literally.
Yeah. Somebody's got to have the eyeballs to read that because I can't. That's the way
I
to get it.
know. Let me find out.
Hang on one second. Texas Terry over on TikTok. This is a streaming platform called StreamYard, and I'm streaming over to TikTok, and I'm also streaming onto my YouTube as Grumpy Giggles. That's why these boxes are moving around like they are. It's similar to how you can do with an OBS, but it's a lot
Yeah,
easier. The platform's a lot easier to use.
It's a different setup. That's all it is.
So it says
Yeah.
you're saying that to a person considered below poverty levels. I don't believe that it's a problem because of where we are. It's became an issue with the workforce instead of the government, although the government isn't helping us whatsoever. I did go into the next comment.
Well, true, and I take a little bit of an exception with the starting of that comment. It says you're saying that to a person considered below poverty level.
You don't know what our levels are.
I don't judge because
Yeah.
you know what? I'll be honest with you. I'm below poverty level in theory.
So am I.
So, yeah, I don't make the statements or the judgments. I just present the information. Yeah, no. So, but I get what you're saying. All right, Grumpy, seems that you were vacant for the last 2 questions, camera only. Would you accept higher taxes if you guarantee disaster preparedness for your children?
No. We're already taxed to death anyhow. No. Why give them more money that they can blow on stupid stuff? That's all they're doing for us. No.
And then if people don't have to go to war anyway, clean up what they're doing that he has to get a tax for.
Yeah. Yeah. What do you think, OG? You taxed to death too?
I'm tired of seeing taxes. I think we should go back to the bartering system, honestly.
Yeah.
No
Notes
taxation without representation.
the idea because the trust in management often determines the willingness to sacrifice. No one trusts the government. We pay too much in taxes already, and they built what, billions of it. So.
And we said, what did we want? No one tax, no tax. We said no representation, no taxation unless we get representation. That was our whole thing. That's what this country was based on.
Careful, let's not gravitate this show into something that gets nannered.
Oh yeah, no. I'm just saying that's one of the tenets of the country was that, you know.
Yeah.
Can you repeat the question, boss man?
The question I asked Grumpy a second ago was, would you be willing to accept higher taxes if it guaranteed disaster preparedness for your children?
I would teach you that.
Beast Mode, you're the only one that hasn't answered yet while the comments come in.
I'm going to agree with Grumpy. Absolutely not. I'm being, because, you know, me personally, I have worked almost pretty much all my life. I really have.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and all those taxes, and I don't really see anything really that they've done with it except for, excuse my French, but BS.
Mm-hmm.
I really haven't seen anything that's really helping us who are paying the taxes.
Right.
That makes sense. So why would I want to pay extra? You know, have them take out extra for something that is going to have more BS added to it.
Yep.
You know, if it was coming back to actually help us.
D-Sweet's over at TikTok. She says, exactly. It never goes to anything that it should go to. And that's why I said no. Because there's taxes back, boss man, when you and I weren't even thought of, that was supposed to do something similar to what you just brought up.
Well, and then too,
where did it go?
They typically spread out all the tax payments over loans that take 10 years.
Right.
That's how it's all done. And they do a fiscal decade or however it is, but they always spread it out over 10 years. So what the hell are they doing with their money for?
Well, why would I pay taxes for something that I can teach the children myself?
But what the real question on that is, are they actually doing that, or are they actually pocketing it?
They're building a boat, I think.
Well, I'm willing to bet there's a few armies in southern Somalia right now that have a lot of our money.
Yeah.
Hashtag just saying.
Exactly. So why is our taxes going over to help other countries and stuff like that? Not trying to get political or anything. Whenever we have stuff right here in America, the United States of America, that needs attention. For instance, there's veterans who are here who fought for us. It goes back to the other question you asked and stuff like that. The sacrifices they made. Why can't those taxes go to help them out more? You know, and things like that.
We definitely need to focus on our country before we focus on others.
Agreed.
And the country doesn't make a profit, though.
And we have a statement on TikTok by D Sweets, or it goes to fancying up the White House even more.
Actually, no. That project right now, that is coming out of Donald Trump's personal funding. That is not taxpayer funded.
That's misogynistic. He tore down the whole women's wing.
That's a lot of people don't like what he did, but that's
he
all.
Promised he would touch the house.
Yep, that's been reported widely over a lot of news outlets that it's all personally funded. So good point to D Sweets. Thank you for that. It's still going on. Oh, did you already read this one? Another country, that thing about other countries.
It is still going to other countries while we are thriving on pantries and donations. At times, they're sending our money to other places across seas.
Yeah.
And
to your last comment,
he's not.
I can't do nothing but report what the media outlets say. I mean, if somebody proves to me that the taxpayers are paying for it, I, like you, will believe what I see. But so far, I haven't seen a credible source yet that says otherwise. Just saying. You know, I mean, like you, I believe it. I believe what you say, and it's likely true, but no one seems to have the balls to figure it out. So until then, we got no choice. Anyway, all right. So next question. Would you work extra hours if your effort strengthened the infrastructure nationally? If it meant bettering the infrastructure?
Yes.
All right. Milky says yes. What about you, Beach Mo? What say you?
I think I would if it would actually help.
If it help, yeah, exactly. Especially infrastructure.
Yeah.
And that was AI finding it for me? That's funny. Yeah.
Yeah,
I get the
but
feeling he doesn't like the White House thing going on very much. Do you guys agree? You think he's got some problem with it? Oh, gee, would you work extra hours if it meant strengthening the infrastructure?
Well, I already work enough hours, so definitely.
True that. True that.
Make sure your knees are nice and stretched out before you work a long time standing up and running around.
Yeah. Not on camera, but what about you, Grumpy? Would you?
Look. You and I are both truck drivers. We work enough damn hours and don't get compensated. Get real.
Get real, he says. Okay. All right. I know what side of the bandwagon you're on.
Yeah. We're fighting for our own battles right now, trying to get paid for our time.
True that. True that. True that. Comment says, I work extra hours already, as does everyone I personally know. It's going to be hard to strengthen this infrastructure without help. Yeah, but then you just talked a moment ago about Howard Lutnick. There's your help. Just saying.
Trickle down economics, people.
Yeah, right. If he can afford a ballroom, he can afford infrastructure.
What happened to the checks we were supposed to? Aren't we supposed to get checks?
Huh?
Weren't we supposed to get like $2,000 or $4,000? What happened to that?
Got me. I don't know. I heard about that too, but I didn't hear nothing else after that.
No, we're getting that.
I'm starting to read into some redundancies here, so give me a second because I'm skipping ahead here.
Okay.
You're gonna hold it and skip the head? You're gonna hold it and skip the head? That's a sacrifice.
There you go.
You're gonna hold it and skip the head? That's a sacrifice.
He says, yeah, we do need help. That's what I've been saying. Yeah, that's quite an understatement. Okay. Would you store emergency supplies even if your neighbors mocked you?
Absolutely. I like to be prepared for anything.
Yeah.
Let them mock me because that means I'm going to be more prepared than they are.
You must be one of them preppers.
If they mock you, you're not getting in when it comes down. That's all.
There you go. Right?
Call me a prepper. At least I'll have me some peppers.
Hey, Snackwood, welcome in. Thanks for repost.
Scraping on the door with their nails. Listen, you said you're stupid.
Comment says, I'd do it already. That's a good one. That's a good one. Preparedness often begins with one person willing to look over prepared. Sound familiar, dear? I plead the fifth, she said. Yeah, we're a bunch of people that think ahead like that too. So I can't pick on anybody in the crowd. So
after the pandemic, I have a go bag.
Thank you, Ashley, for reposting. That's pretty cool. Monitoring TikTok there. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Another truth style question. Do you believe sacrifice should be voluntary or should it be required in a crisis? OG, what say you?
Can you repeat that? I was in the middle of looking at something.
I had something in my ear. What was that?
Can you turn the hearing aids on?
Yeah, right. Do you believe sacrifice should be voluntary or required in a crisis?
Well, that's the whole thing about sacrifices. It should be voluntary, not being told to.
Right. Yeah, and there's and by the way, commenter, there is no qualifier. It's just plain out sacrifice. That's it.
But it's not sacrifice if somebody tells you to do it. Then it's a job or an order.
Well, that's just that's a premise of the question. You believe it should be voluntary or required in the crisis?
It has to be. It has to be voluntary if it's an actual sacrifice. So it has to be voluntary.
Absolutely.
It's not considered a sacrifice.
Right. There's two differences. To do it voluntarily is sacrifice. To do it as a requirement is a contribution.
There you go.
Yeah.
Okay, if you put it that way.
Okay, what?
It would be more. It would be your own decision to sacrifice yourself.
True.
So that's honestly down to the nitty gritty. That's the whole point of sacrificing. Is that all
I don't know how Master Yoda would say that, but I don't think he'd say it quite that way.
Let the force be with you.
Oh my!
Matter not the size of the bed, but the size of the butt.
Oh my gosh!
Okay, dokie.
Good.
My virgin ears.
Good point, though, Captain. Good point. She's trying to be funny on the show. She's doing a good job too. Here's something we've dealt with in years past. Who remembers the 70s? Would you ration fuel during national shortages if you thought it stabilized essential services?
Yeah, we got electric cars too. So.
Well, we have that today. We didn't have that in the 70s.
Okay.
Actually, was it the 70s? It was either late 60s, early 70s when Jimmy Carter was in office.
Yeah,
I mean, I could open up a can of worms with the electric cars right now, so I will.
I know. I was just trying to be facetious. But
yeah,
if it was like the 70s, if there was no such thing, if there's no such thing as whatever, of course I'd give up some. But then again, we always go diesel cars. So.
I'm going to pick on you slightly because I've seen my father in his comment. Back in my day, in the 90s, my sister and I both made the bus to school, but sometimes my mom would drive us to school and stay with us for field trips. Well, that's a convenience we can do these days. Sorry for picking fun at you, but hell, I think everybody does it today. But when you're dealing with what could the worst scenario be? The most expensive fuel has been lately due to supply shortages, I think, is north of $6 a gallon. I mean, how many people would honestly do stuff like she just said at $6 a gallon? I don't think very many. In fact, if I recall, during fuel supply issues, they started suspending school bus routes.
So,
doubling up buses.
Yeah.
How much is gas out by you?
We're just over I think it's $3 for gasoline, and it's like $3.83 for a gallon of diesel, I think.
See, it's $2.60 something here in Wisconsin.
Yeah.
It's
I know
about
you guys are all cheap.
average around $2.25 around here in Oklahoma.
Mm-hmm.
In New York, there's a gas station up the road. I always see the signs. It's always under $3, between like $2.50 and $3. It's vastly.
Now I've heard it's twice as more out in California.
Well, that's California.
Oh yes,
which is no surprise.
I don't know if the states are going to do anything, but I agree with commenter here. I'd buy what I could because the states are going to buy up no matter. I don't think it's the states so much. I think corporations do that more than anything. The corporate people that have the supplies, they buy it and then they sell it to the retailers. So in between there, you've got your distributors like your Targets, your You're mass consumers. And I'm trying to think of some of the people that actually store large volumes of fuel, or like your city contracts and stuff like that. They buy it. Yeah, you might say the states buy it because some of that is funded by states, but in the end, it's all consumer. It's all the same.
Yep.
Yep.
Because, boss man, I remember whenever I was truck driving at one point in time, you know, I was driving for a company.
Mhm.
And when the diesel got up real high, we was only allowed to get X amount of fuel, and that was it.
Yep.
Mm.
And they would literally
Yep.
cut off the gas card at that.
Yep.
And
Yep.
they
That's
said,
called
you wait
rationing.
until you running
Back
on
before I was
fuel.
born, and I only know this because my father told me about it. Before I was born, they actually gave you slips, the coupons, and they actually allowed you to go up to the fuel station and purchase only what was on that voucher. That was some ridiculous crap back then.
Wow.
That was, yeah, way before I was born. Because I was born in the 70s, 1970. So.
I was born in
Are you sure it
75.
was the 1970s, boss man?
It was during the gas ration time.
The gas shortage was before I was born.
Right. Are your parents silent or boomer?
Well, my parents were born in the 40s.
So they're silent generation. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
My mom was a silent generation and my dad was a boomer. And he still is a boomer.
Yep.
He's not. I don't know. Oh,
Here's a good one. Here's a good one from the audience. Would you honk your car 3 times at other cars and see if they answer back? That's actually a pretty good question.
If you by my window in New York City again, I am going to go break the laws that are bound me, and I am going to get a pew pew and just keep going.
So, boss man, there is a driver that every time he's around a train or an underpass, he has train horns on his semi.
Yeah.
And he will do it to see if there's any honking back.
Is it the guy I think it is who runs the videos? He says, light them up, and then he hits it.
Yep.
I've seen those videos, man. That's funny.
Oh, okay.
Especially when you see the people doing the whole thing with the steering
Yep.
wheel. You don't expect it.
And you know what? Back when I was a kid, that was a popular thing. Now you don't see it.
Right, you put your hand like you were pulling a chain by the driver,
and you don't see that anymore.
I still do it when I'm like eye to eye with a trucker. I'll still do it. Sometimes they'll shake their head and shrug like they can't, and sometimes they'll do it.
Mm-hmm.
But for non-trucks, just for like passenger cars, horns are made for important and dangerous situations only. They're not for making the person in front of you go faster.
Have you seen some of these drivers?
I live in Manhattan.
Almost every driver is a danger, so they do need to be honked at.
Hurry up
Especially when they're on their cell phones.
Chatter says,
I know myself. When I
says half the people down here in Alabama.
Y'all hear me?
Yeah, go ahead, Trump.
Myself with that one is when I'm out there in a big truck and I see kids or even adults, if they're sitting there doing the arm pump, and I'm not in an area where it says I can't do that, I'll blow that horn as loud as I can at them.
Thank you.
Absolutely, Grumpy, because that's gonna be one memory that kid or somebody's gonna always carry with them.
Exactly.
Or adult. Yep. I love when they do it. I love it. It's my favorite thing.
There's so much that's been done, like stuff like that's been forgotten these days.
Mm-hmm. I bet you I did that in a car with the kids. They'd be like, "What are you doing?"
I used to do it while we were on a trip, driving past a driver.
Well, at that age, you're probably doing it all the time. That was gestures.
All right,
but
moving on to
one time I was not allowed to.
Yeah, moving on to the next question. I'll get to the comment here in just a second. Is self-preservation stronger than collective preservation?
Who? For who?
Just in general, is self-preservation stronger than collective preservation?
Yes. The instinct is
Why would that? Why would that be?
because when your body goes, your sympathetic nervous system starts shooting out that adrenaline, your body goes into fight or flight. The collective, can be very easily forgotten because your body's in fight or flight, and you're only. Sometimes you make means to do the very best thing you can do with the very best people, but your brain has a chemical alteration because of all of the adrenaline being pumped through your veins.
Mhm.
That you sometimes forget about what you're supposed to do when you do what's going to save your ass. You
Think
see,
about
so
it from this perspective too. Think about it from this perspective as well. Self-preservation is one thing because you're looking after yourself. That takes effort, thought, design, and purpose. But collective preservation, think about that. There's more to it, but a different purpose at the end.
right, and they both have their pros and cons, I think.
Right. Now, the reason I bring it up, and you guys discuss it amongst yourself for a second, because I got to step away for a brief second. The provision here under the answer says instinct favors self, but survival of civilization depends on collective cooperation. So think about it. There's two things here: derivative and purpose. I'll be right back in a minute, guys.
But I have to agree with what Pop Rock said right there. The collective preservation, it does allow you to grow. I agree with that. For one, I'm not a selfish person. You know, I like to grow and I like to give knowledge and I like to gain knowledge. So yeah, I like the collective myself.
See, that one's a hard one because there is people that has the mentality that is able to do self.
Yep.
But also with the collective, I also see that as well. Now, that one's really hard because a person can do both. If that makes sense.
No, I get where you're coming from, OG. It's just that me personally, I can't speak for everybody else, but me personally, I like the collective. I'm a collective kind of person. You know, preservation.
More
That's me.
community focused.
When you're collective, you're not just collecting for yourself, but you're also collecting for others.
Exactly.
And the thing is okay. Like I'm going to use Walking Dead as an example. Rick was raising pigs. They slaughtered the pigs for food. Well, they didn't know that the pigs had a sickness and it ended up, unaliving people.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, yeah.
So that's also an issue if somebody that's doing collective, they need to know stuff like that.
Yeah, but the thing is, that's exactly another point. Like, I don't know if any of you watched Family Guy, but when the town went to crap and they had to find a cookie factory, like, that's super metaphor. But the collective is a wonderful idea. Everybody has their part to play, and hopefully you guys, or whatever the thing is, practice it so it's seamless. But the truth is, when the actual event happens, people will be very shocked at their own actions. Like my husband, my late husband used to say, "I'm the type of person to run into a burning building, not out," and that's very true. I've used myself as a human shield once for family because I don't have kids, so I don't care. And it's just so self-preservation it's so instinctual in us. Like we all are just animals. We're just great apes, literally. So the collective might give you more of a chance to survive, really.
In all reality, you have to be self and collective because you need to know what plants you can eat, what plants you can't eat, what plants are used for health, So both preservations actually coincide as long as you can knowledge yourself.
Don't forget, correlation does not mean causation.
That too.
Boy, I think I started something, didn't I?
Oh, every
Maybe.
much as you've been starting something.
Right? You know, Mr.
Be
Innocent.
starting something. You got to be starting something. At least Michael Jackson's good for something. Moving on. Would you volunteer for? I'm saying this one collectively because of your saying a minute ago, Milky. Would you volunteer for hazardous cleanup after a natural disaster?
Yes.
Good answer. I would too. I mean, for what it's worth, I've served with volunteer fire departments twice in my life. Early on, I do have minimal training, but my brother took over that one. He currently does that. But yeah, I'd jump in 2 seconds to do stuff like that because I mean,
I would do what I could.
It makes a difference for you doing it. So but what were you gonna say, Grumpy?
So I would actually do what I could. I mean, there's some things I wouldn't bother with trying to do, but I would do what I could.
I just need 3 items: a sponge, a towel, and a lot of Dawn dish soap.
Okay,
what kind of disaster are you responding to?
So I have to agree with Grumpy on that. I would do everything that I could, but I mean, that's all I could
we
do.
lost Milky.
I would do what I could, and
you got me wondering, OG, what kind of disaster are you talking about?
That was my
right?
Part of saying yes, I would too.
Yeah.
It sounds like OG's gonna be out there with the ducks trying to clean them up with that Dawn dish soap.
Whack, 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 whack.
I remember that. My mom wouldn't let me go once I had something on the go going on. It's like, but is it not?
And I'm not trying to mean that in a bad, sick way either.
Mm-hmm.
Before
that's why you had to make
it.
a statement, right? To the rest of our folks there.
Got Kate talking about, I'd love to volunteer. Good to know. There's always some nice ones in the audience. So good to hear. Some of you older in the audience and on the panel probably know
about
is when I say it. What was a Conelrad system in the 50s?
Conelrad? Conelrad?
Conelrad. CONELRAD.
I've heard of it.
In the 50s? Cold War times. Okay.
Cold War time, exactly. Yeah. That's what 90% of these questions and truth or dare things are all about.
It's like a lot of people don't remember unless you're old like us. Some of us don't know what the civil defense is, which is now known as the emergency management, also known as FEMA. But the civil defense was a big popular thing back during wartime.
Oh, poor FEMA. Yeah. Yep. It wasn't. I'm gonna guess here, but I'm gonna guess it was some kind of like either federal or state preparedness plan that towns had to do, like roads on or something.
Actually, Grumpy was pretty much closest to explaining what it is. It was a Cold War emergency broadcast system that directed citizens to specific radio frequencies during a nuclear attack. So,
cool.
Y'all want a little history? Over close to where me and Pirate live, it's over in Oak Ridge, Tennessee, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they actually have certain routes for people to get in because of the nuclear plants and stuff that's over here in Oak Ridge, Tennessee. If y'all ever get a chance, actually look it up and Google it and check it out. Oak Ridge, Tennessee.
Yeah.
And what
I for years I lived in Madisonville.
Yeah.
Just south of Knoxville. So I think it's northeast of there, isn't it?
Over here where we're at, over here in Rocky Top, it takes us about 25 minutes to get to Oak Ridge. I'm kind of new to this area because I'm originally from Shelbyville, Tennessee. So
yeah.
You know where Johnson City is?
That's where I first lived when I moved into Tennessee.
Tennessee?
Shelbyville.
Johnson City, Tennessee?
I lived right off of 41A for the longest time.
I know exactly where 41A is.
Yep.
That's where my dad's
there was a convenience store about a mile north of town, city limits. And we were on a little acre and a half property there on the right, just before the convenience store, which is where I parked my rig at.
Yeah.
And then I moved down to Fayetteville and eventually out to
now I can't hear him.
Yeah, I lived in Fayetteville for a short period of time and then moved out to Madisonville.
Yeah. I actually know where Fayetteville is. That's where I've done a lot of restoration work from.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Nice to know the world's a small place.
Yes, it is.
Yep.
You just don't want to be in Shelbyville, Tennessee around August, the first part of August. You can't get around because of the horse show out there.
Yep. I remember that. 2 years in a row I had to deal with that. That was the most annoying.
Yep.
How about this one? How about this one? My daughter graduated from community, and guess when they had their graduation ceremony?
Let me guess, the Calisonic Arena.
Yeah, well, it was right there, but guess what they had the following day after the graduation ceremony? The freaking horse show. That whole damn graduation was screwed.
Mm-hmm.
The whole thing was screwed. I keep hearing about it the entire time. Anyway. Yeah. So yeah. Same thing. I'm scanning my questions again. Some of these questions just repeat themselves. I don't like it.
I have a stupid trivia question.
Here's a good one.
Okay.
Is generational sacrifice misunderstood by younger generations?
Absolutely.
We need younger viewers in the audience. Fight for your rights, man. Come on.
I was going to say, because my granddaddy told me that there was no hope for my generation growing up.
And how many times I've heard that?
And you know, it's really because I'm saying it about the newer generation that's coming up too.
Every generation. Let me just say this: I don't have children, but I do have eyes and ears. And when I was a kid, we bitched about our parents. And
my pleasure, man. You join us again next time. We love having you. You gave us some good information, so God bless you. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you for joining us, Pop Rocks.
Hi, Pop Rocks. Pop Rocks, yes.
Pop Rocks, like the candy.
I know Pop Rocks.
All I see is letters and numbers. I ain't gonna remember that.
Did you know both do not like Pop Rocks?
Yeah.
You know Pop Rocks?
He's gotta fix it on his YouTube.
Yeah,
fix his name.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, I openly admit I suck with names, so everybody knows it. They don't expect miracles with me. That's just it.
I mean, I noticed that, every generation thinks the generation, depending on what age they are. When I was little, I thought, my parents were like did the ultimate sacrifices or whatever they did for the country, or the adults did, soldiers or whatever. And I thought it was so noble and brave. But then it happens right again in the next generation, and the next generation, and the next generation. If you look back through history, that's all that happens. It's just
Chopper. You trying for 100,000 or what? What's the deal here? You're talking numbers left, right, and Sunday on this TikTok app.
So I just want to give a nice shout out for the 80.7K likes that we Grumpy has over on TikTok.
Woohoo!
Yes.
Hope your fingers are okay, TikTok.
I was
That's kind of
just
the
about
reason
to
why I
bring
picked
that
up on that. That's kind of why I picked up on that.
And
Yeah, we're doing.
and don't worry, I got my tapper on it too.
Yeah. He says, I
Oh,
got you,
it's
brother.
fine.
100,000 coming up. Chopper's looking out for you, Grumpy.
I got Tapper on too.
Yep.
Tap
I
tap.
found one. It has to dry now. If it works again.
I gotta say that Chopper, he's something different. He shows up, starts chopping and chopping.
With Choppy or Chopper?
Chopper.
Chop. Okay.
Yes, so fine.
Yeah, he just goes by Chopper.
Okay,
Chopper
okay.
be chopping.
I will be back.
All right,
I
okay.
will be Mozart.
Too easy a question. I'm gonna go right by that. Okay.
Again, one easy question.
You just love easy questions.
Huh?
I know, because everything else tests my brain.
Yeah, talking to Milky, she just wants softball questions. That's all she wants.
I do, because I'm a delicate woman, and my brain doesn't work as fast as you big, strong men do.
No, she wants the T-ball ones.
Here's a good one to get people like Catherine in the audience fired up. Does sacrifice build character or expose weakness?
I sacrifice those characters and get a fucking load of me.
Good one. Hang on one second, guys.
I'll have to say there's a little bit of both, depending on the person. Because I mean, each person is different. So, like myself, I've sacrificed a lot of things in my life, so that my family would be able to survive or things like that. So I mean, to me, it kind of builds a little bit of a character because I'm willing to do something like that for my family and friends. Others,
Amen to that.
others, they may be like, oh, woe me, I lost it all. What shall I ever do?
Right? You have to be. If you don't build character because you have to learn how to survive and you have to sacrifice to survive. Yeah, you build character because if you don't, you won't be able to survive.
Yep.
Right.
If you can't learn from your mistakes, you're doomed to repeat them. And if you keep making the same dumb mistakes you're making that got you in that situation in the first place, bye.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Catherine says character for sure.
And I definitely agree with Grumpy because there have been plenty of times that I've sacrificed a lot of stuff, for myself that I actually needed and stuff just to make sure that the ones that I love had it before I did.
Right?
Right.
I've actually gotten rid of, Pirate's probably going to beat me up later, but I won't forget this one time she actually needed medication. So I went and pawned all my fishing stuff and my tools to make money with just to make sure she had her medicines.
That's so romantic.
I mean, that stuff can be replaced easily. My power can't be replaced.
Exactly.
Do you know how many times I've had to start over and basically sacrifice everything? I mean, since I was 18, I probably had to do it almost a dozen times.
Really? I'm not. I probably had to do it about 6 or 7 times. Because I used to squat when I was in my late teens and 20s.
Yeah.
And in prison, that was fun. And yeah, I've lost everything so many times and built it back up and lose it again. That's why money doesn't mean much to me. You can get it when you need it if you really want to, legally or whatever.
I look at it this way.
It comes and goes, but you can't take it with you.
I look at it this way. You come into this world, you're naked as a jaybird. So why build up all the shit that life throws at you, hoard it for no one else to enjoy it? Because you know what? You're going to go out of this world the same way you came into it.
That's what I'm saying. You can't take it with you.
Exactly.
Once you start building pyramids again.
Yeah, right. Okay.
You're
Here's another scrupulous question. Should sacrifice be forced? And if so, can it still be honorable?
No. No, it cannot. And no, it shouldn't be.
Good point. The wife says if it's forced, it's not sacrifice. There you go.
That's what I'm saying.
That's
And not
it.
only that, just think of 1938 and 1945.
That's
Which,
right.
which little trivia, by the way, is the last war declared by the United States of America. We have not had a declared war since World War II. Everything else has been a police action, a military action, or a coup.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Something dinging. What is it? Notification of some kind.
I'll turn
Yeah.
to you.
I don't know. Ain't me. Must be somebody else.
I'm nervous.
All right. Let me see. Okay. Here's an interesting trivia question. What household item from the 1950s was marketed as radiation detection?
Tinfoil?
Okay, anyway.
A Geiger counter.
Oh, yeah.
There you go. Yeah. The Geiger counter. Some families purchased consumer models for fallout.
Did they really?
Yeah, he's right. He's right.
Wow.
Catherine comes on. Last question. I say opposite because you got to teach your kids about what sacrifice really is and let them understand what you do. Amen to that.
Yes, ma'am.
No, it reminds me of that James Taylor song. Not James Taylor, or is it? What the hell's the song that sends your brother into freaking fits, dear?
Which one?
Cat in a Cradle. I can't remember. I don't know the title of it. I just know the first verse to it. Yeah, there you go. Got her going.
Yep.
I'll warn you. Stop it because you'll get her going. Huh?
What song?
Cat in a Cradle.
I can hear that song, no problem.
I thought that is that the one that messes with your brother?
This is my brother, not me.
Okay. Anyway. All right. Here's a good one. Would you practice blackout drills to prepare for grid failure?
Absolutely. Routes and everything else.
Because
Who knows what a blackout drill is?
It would only take one EMP, and that would be boop.
Mm-hmm.
Everything that's electronic would go bye.
Right.
I don't think most of the young people watching this stream, if there is any, know what a blackout is.
No, they don't.
Oh, they would just freak out if all of a sudden their device went.
Yeah, right.
I didn't pay the bill.
Mommy, I don't have no internet.
Yeah, right.
My screen's dark. It's not working.
Right.
I need a new phone.
Because if an EMP blast was to ever happen, pray that it never does.
Yep.
Anything and everything electronic within X amount of miles of it is going to go. Cars, vehicles of any kind that use our electronic stuff in them, especially big trucks.
Yeah.
All electricity in your house is going to go because it's going to blow your transformers.
There's more than each side of the transformer.
Phones is going to fry the chips in them. So I mean, yeah.
They say the higher up in the altitude they detonate one of those, the worse it gets.
Yes, because it spreads further.
Yep.
That's the best part about me. I was lucky enough to have two grandfathers and a daddy that showed me how to live off the land and everything else way ahead of time. So I know how to do makeshift. I could survive if it ever happened. I really could.
Yep.
Well, I grew up born and raised in New York City, Manhattan, but we had a country house when I was a kid for like the first 12 years of my life. And in the country house, we used to do all sorts of survival stuff.
I'd say honestly, the ones that'll be the best survivors at it will be right here, the Amish.
Probably. They survive blackout. They do all the time.
You're not.
That's right.
Or anything there, Grumpy, are you?
And they had little pony horses that you can tower over.
Amish. I can't even speak. Amish or Amish, as people call us. We're prepared.
Hey, boss man.
Unless, of course, you're like me and you've been shunned.
You did want Grumpy to be more funnier.
I sure did, but I didn't think he'd take on his Mel Tillis all of a sudden.
Okay. Oh, there you go.
Whenever it does have a blackout, I want to tell you y'all to build me a pole barn in like an hour.
Yeah, there you go. Wife says you must have ran out of acorns when you were mid-wheel.
Acorns! He said acorns too!
Yeah,
that's so fun.
It's acorns. Acorns.
Acorns.
Acorns.
I said acorns. I know it. I know it gets him.
Acorns.
It's acorns.
Acorns. Acorns.
Okay.
Acorns.
New York City says acorns, and that makes it what it is.
Acorns. It sounds like you're saying.
We settle this. We go to the audience. Catherine, what is it? Acorn or acorn? You tell us.
Acorn.
Acorn or corn?
The audience, anyway.
What did you say, Beast Mode?
It is not related to the corn family at all. So it's acorn.
It's an acorn. What is it? A kernel lay?
It's acorn.
Acorn.
It's bacon?
Huh?
When it comes to you, Grumpy, you're a little bit of both, corny and nutty.
Ah, you explained that way. That makes sense.
Catherine ain't answering, but she did say, she's like, I always say, like a good laugh is never out of the question.
That's very true.
She's afraid of taking sides. That's what it is.
Hey, you can eat acorns too.
Yeah, I know they're delicious.
Oh, there she goes. She's on my wife's side. She says
acorns. Your wife's in my side.
That's because she lives out. That's because she lives out there on the eastern seaboard area. See,
civilization, yes.
But it's not part of it. It is no part nor kinfolk to any of the corn factory or corn family.
It's not a corn. It's acorn.
So it's an acorn.
It's not a cob. Of course,
sorry, pardon me, audience, because I just learned how to speak yesterday. Because I don't catch on too fast.
How do you say wash?
Huh?
How do you say wash? I gotta wash the dishes.
Yeah.
I wash dishes.
I take on a mean impression. I'll tell you what.
I couldn't hear you. I have an ear infection.
Yeah, there you go. Right. It's a good thing you put the over 21 disclaimer on your TikTok.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Who remembers the purpose of duck and cover?
I do.
Mm.
It was so when they're gonna press the button, you go and duck and cover because that's actually really not gonna help you.
Yep.
A little slab of wood your desk is made of. That's there for your prey under.
We hit 100,000 on TikTok.
Woo-hoo! Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you, TikTok, for 100,000 likes.
Yeah, 100,000 there.
Good show there, Chopper. Thanks for your help. What?
Welcome in, Orlando.
Everybody else cool. That's just an entry achievement into his fan club thing. That's what that is. Good deal. Good deal. Welcome to those watching from TikTok too, by the way.
Yeah, TikTok.
Yep. The purpose of duck and cover drills in schools back in the day was to teach children protective positioning in case a nuclear blast or shockwave hit. So, yeah.
Or it was good for hiding from the nuns if you went to Catholic school.
And once again, I'm going to make a quick announcement for TikTok. Those of you who are at TikTok, if you'd like, I have a TikTok shop, which is featured down in the corner, which is got different things in it, or you can touch my bio up at the top and you can find the TikTok stuff in there that I have either put in my shopping cart and want to purchase, and you can check it out and enjoy. So take a look and see if there's anything in my shop or my shopping cart that you might like and would like to purchase yourself. Thank you.
Good deal. Good deal.
You did that with a like cool commercial voice. You sound like an airline guy.
Yeah. Definitely some good
Right.
Definitely some
That
good
was
merchandise.
cool.
I've had a couple of things sent to me, so and thank you for that too, by the way, Grumpy. But definitely worth the money. Definitely
I've had so many samples from TikTok stuff.
Let me see. Here's another one. Does sacrifice require faith in outcome?
No. That would just be silly. That would be sacrifice, would it?
Now, what was that question again?
Does sacrifice require faith in outcome?
Like you're only gonna sacrifice yourself if it only gonna come out this way? That's not sacrifice, that's
Well, now think about everything we were talking about. This is all Cold War, natural disaster preparedness, that kind of stuff. So think of it in that respect. Okay. Does sacrifice require faith in outcome? Now, think about the premise of that question, because typically, if let's say, think back to the Karate Kid movie, or what was it, Karate Kid 2, when Miyagi was on the island and Daniel and the girl were fighting for the uncle's respect. And all of a sudden, that big storm came in. What did everybody on the island do? Everybody huddled, but for a few, because they were stubborn and they were trying to stick to their guns and all that. But the entire community was in there. And what were they doing? They were collectively in there in prayer. They were huddled together. And
so that makes sense.
Yeah. So
maybe those ones who were outside still were like just felt excluded because they didn't have the same beliefs or something. We don't know that.
Mm-hmm.
They could have been shunned for,
Right. Yeah, A. Kern. Yeah. I didn't know about A. Kern until I met this guy. So
that's
Is that where you got it from?
Yeah.
That's like you're like Typhoid Mary of the Acorns.
No, it's A. Kern. A. Kern.
I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
Corn, Kern.
You're never going to win that battle.
Grumpy, corn, Kern, Colonel, same thing.
Right.
As long as it's standard.
A side note to our previous question, though. Without belief and purpose, sacrifice feels pointless.
Yeah.
You really said faith in outcome. That's a totally different thing.
Well, it goes to our earlier question.
Welcome in, Abby, over at TikTok.
If you are giving of yourself to better the community, which I think goes to the first question I asked, then you are of the belief that when you do that, everyone collectively will come out ahead.
Right.
So that's where that question also applies, I think. So,
okay. It's really like that, then
yeah.
Yeah, it's talking like I'm a 12-year-old.
Yep.
With the high IQ.
Here's another opinion question. Let me know what you think. Is sacrifice easier in unity than it is in isolation? Those of you in TikTok can also contribute. If you think you have an answer or opinion, let us know. We're looking at both.
That's why I lost Brian.
Yep. So, is sacrifice easier in unity than it is in isolation?
Unity is like group and isolation is like single, right?
Right. Right.
What are you doing to us, boss man?
Making you think and have a stance for something.
This could be religious.
What?
This could be religious.
What? Could be. Come on, give me a break.
I couldn't hear you when speech mode dropped.
What else is new? Catherine says unity. I thought you went to bed. He comes in and says no. I don't know what he's saying no to, but anyway. I ain't gonna chase him out. What the heck? You can stay all night with us if you want. I don't care. Honestly, I think it's better in unity. I think if everybody gives equally, it works better. That's the way I'm reading the question. Sacrifice easier in unity than it is in isolation. If only one person does it, it does less for the effort. If everyone or more than one does it, then it serves a greater purpose. That's because I'm just listening. I don't care if you're listening or if you're commenting. Either way, we love you.
If it was to, save something or someone, and everybody was working at it as a team and they ended up sacrificing, then I agree with the unity.
Yep.
That could just be meant for a wide variety.
Yep. Well, make up my mind for me. Keep on doing this. I'm going to have to memorize your name.
Hey.
Grumpy, I love messing with your audience. It's fun. I'm just saying. That's it.
That's what she gets for saying acorn. She keeps falling off because she says acorn instead of acorn.
I didn't even notice you falling off. Are you talking about Milky?
I'm talking about Milky.
What?
I've gotten so used to it now. I don't pay it no mind.
What? Can you guys not hear me?
No, we can hear you.
Yes, we hear you.
So used to you drop it off. It's just, oh well.
Yeah, at this point, yeah. No, I'm clumsy at all stuff.
Let me see. Oh, here's one that we'll get the chatter interested in, being he's back. Would you give up privacy for enhanced national security in extreme crises? I bet that one will get him fired up.
No, I would not.
Much? Well, listen, I gave up all my privacy in prison, and it was just like in a serious crisis. Fuck it, you want to watch me pee? Watch me pee.
Well, I mean, we're not going that. Well, I don't know. Should we? Should we not? I don't know.
I don't want people hearing me
I'm just saying,
in the
as
shower,
an inmate,
okay?
you are no longer a person toward the state.
I don't want to give up my rights to a shower.
Oh, good Lord. Is that all you're worried about?
You know what the worst thing giving up my rights for was like touch my DNA, and I'm not even allowed to. That.
No, I was picking on OG.
Oh, I know. OG, no. Yeah.
Chatter says, no way. Or no, he says no. Catherine says, no way, Jose. It's a good thing I know how to read Spanish.
Bendito.
Let me see. That was a good one. Let me see. Here's a debate question. Is preparedness a form of sacrifice?
That depends on what socioeconomic on the level you live in.
What are you prepared for?
Again, that also depends what economic station you're in.
Well, yeah, that's the reason I brought it up.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you're middle class, you have to prepare for certain things. If you're lower class, you have to prepare for different things. And if you're rich as hell, well, you probably
Hold it. No, A
Mm,
crisis is a crisis. A crisis don't give a shit about what class you are.
oh, you'd be surprised. I
Mm,
mean, you're not telling me that there aren't people who get better things and certain things better because they're of a certain class than somebody who's not. They're gonna give Paco and Paco Rodriguez and his family the same
I don't.
hotel
I
room
don't.
they're gonna give Mr. and Mrs.
Look,
Washington.
Milky, I love you to death, and I love the contribution you make to the show. But I'm going to swear to God, a tomahawk don't care if you make $1 million or $2 million. It's going to kill you.
Well, yeah, of course.
Okay, so it has nothing to do.
Yeah, but
with
why is it being thrown at you?
Boss man on the live.
What's the motivation? What's the MO?
What's that now?
You said
I'm
On the
listening to
live, not the K word.
with
like,
a chance
yeah, okay.
of being tomahawked if you were
OG,
of a better class? Probably not.
OG, I'm going to push back on you. Recently, a notice
You'd
came
be
out.
in a tent making the decisions, like in the next town.
I know the TikTok issue, but recently on YouTube, notice came back. They're letting up on some of that. So just so you know.
Yeah, I was just saying it on the TikTok part.
Yeah, I keep forgetting we're streaming.
Oh, my volume went out again.
Yeah, that was my issue.
It also depends on the form that you use the wording into.
Yeah,
the
true.
volume keeps going, guys. I love you. I can't keep coming in and out. So have a good night.
I'm just saying. I mean,
love you guys.
A natural disaster doesn't look at the class. It's just,
All right, Milky, have a good night then.
I don't think she's going anywhere.
She said something about she was cutting in and out. She was going to leave.
Yeah, I thought she was just responding to what I said to her. Okay, Catherine says, depends on how brave you are to prepare for sacrifice. So, I don't know. Maybe she's having audio issues again. She's froze up.
That's kind of like, it's not really so much on how brave.
I'm just going to remove her from the stage for right now.
Yeah.
If that makes sense, there's not much on how brave you are. It comes down to if it's necessary.
Yeah. It's talking about is preparedness a form of sacrifice?
I mean, I have to agree with OG a little bit on this. I mean, you stop and think, if you're prepping or getting yourself ready for something that you know is possibly coming, you're already making that sacrifice already, getting it ready.
Yeah.
You know,
it requires time, money, and discipline. So there's 3 things involved in it.
All right. Well, we're coming up on the 2-hour mark. I'm going to kind of wrap things up. And those of you that are still here in our panel, don't go anywhere whenever I close out. Hang out backstage. And I'll be with you shortly after we close out.
You're going to give me 2 seconds. I want to play one thing first.
Okay.
Recently, DOT made some changes many have spoken out about.
You bet, boss man. One experienced and thoughtful trainer affected is here today to ask for your help. His position is simply that CDL trainers need a seat at the table. To find out what he thinks, tune in to Truckin' Headlines.
A show coming up in the near future. It is yet to be planned, but I've definitely got it in the works. I invite you, everyone, on TikTok and on YouTube to tune into the next Truckin' Headlines live show where we're going to talk about training
and some necessary upgrades and things that we need to do to help make trucking great again.
Yep.
So, Grumpy, thank you
Thank
for
you,
the
boss
platform.
man.
Thank everybody for watching tonight, and God bless y'all, and keep her rolling.
Yes. All right, we've come to close on our Sunday night live show. It's been rather interesting. We've had a lot of interesting debating type thing. It was more of a almost political show, even though it wasn't meant to be. So those of you who have enjoyed it, please share out to your friends. Unfortunately, TikTok you won't be able to unless I have highlights up there, which I will see what I got and put up there. I'll bet YouTube, please share out. Feel free to share it to your friends so they can come watch and enjoy. I appreciate all my commenters over here. I appreciate all the people from TikTok that have been watching. I care about each and every one of y'all. Grumpy's going to hope that my health holds out so that I can continue doing these lives and continue doing lives on TikTok itself. But if I go dark, my health is worse. But otherwise, I appreciate each and every one of y'all for coming in and watching the show tonight and participating. I appreciate all my panelists that were up here that I had tonight, Beast Mode, OG, Boss Man, and Milky Kate. Thank you all for joining us. With that being said, folks, we'll see if we can see you next week on Sunday night again, 7 o'clock Central, 8 o'clock Eastern, normally. Tonight we ran a little late because we were having a lot of technical difficulties in the back. So hopefully that don't happen next week. So see y'all next time. And if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
That's a wrap. Thanks for watching.